Thank you, Minister Sawicki. Dear Chairman De Castro, dear Commissioner Joris, dear members of the European Parliament, and dear colleagues, I would like to express my gratitude to the Presidency to have invited this conference today. And it is my pleasure to represent here today the 1.8 million young farmers that we as CEJA represent. To meet the ambition and challenges of the future, we believe that there is a need for a new, strong common agriculture policy. But in order to meet these ambitions and challenges, the new common agriculture policy also needs a matching, ambitious budget. Agriculture production is based on long-term investments, not only in assets, but also in human capital. In terms of human capital lies a great challenge and possible threat for European agriculture, caused by rural exodus, a rapidly aging population and a lack of young people entering the sector. At the moment, European agriculture is in an age crisis, and it is just the tip of the iceberg. Agriculture is all about investing in the future, and also the CEP has to strongly invest in the farmers of the future. We need to act now. As CEJA, we support the direction of the Commissioner in his legislative proposals to prioritize young farmers in both first and second pillar. For the first pillar, we welcome the top-up to the direct payments for young farmers during the first 5 years of their installation. This acknowledges the vulnerable situation, especially young farmers are in, given the greater volatility of the market. But we would like to see the proposal on the top-up strengthened. The measure needs to be kept mandatory for every member state, and a minimum of 2% of the national envelope should be used to support this measure. To implement this measure, we ask for more flexibility at member state level in order to meet the specific needs of the young farmers. Regarding 2011 as a reference year to apply for entitlements from 2014 onwards, this provision should not create a barrier to apply for entitlements for future young farmers and new entrants. In addition, national reserves should be available from 2014 onwards to provide entitlements for young farmers and new entrants. On the young farmers measures in the second pillar, we welcome the direction adopted by the Commission, especially the preferential rate of co-financing in order to reach the ceiling of €70,000 installation aid for every young farmer starting all over the European Union. And looking towards the future, next to the great urgency for generational renewal, there is also a continuous need for a sustainable agricultural production. And CEJA supports a greener first pillar. But at the same time, we want to underline that the agriculture sector is the greenest sector of the European economy. To reach the strongest commitment from the farming community and achieve the best results, greening should be done on a voluntary basis. The three measures put forward in the proposals are not answering the environmental and economic challenges and the diversity of European agriculture. We therefore propose a menu of measures meeting the need for increased biodiversity and climate change actions, as well as the competitiveness and productivity requirements. Menu of measures should include precision farming techniques, improving water and soil management, farm and energy efficiency measures, leguminous-based systems, buffer strips, permanent cultures, ecological features, crop rotation, and permanent pasture linked to animal production. This menu of measures would provide more flexibility and would better fit all European member states. To be clear, I want to underline that any fixed percentage of ecological focus areas at farm level is counterproductive and not answering the real sustainability challenge, because it will in many cases lead to a plain set aside, and this is absolutely not in line with the greater demand of food production. Concerning market management measures, we are continuing our internal discussions to fine-tune our position, but by all means, the need for a profitable agricultural sector should be the basis. In conclusion, I reiterate the call for a strong generational renewal tools in this CEP reform to answer, in fact, the greatest challenge for our future. And I thank you for the opportunity to address to you today.